Hey, what's up? It's your boy Vinton, and today I want to talk about Six Flags of America. That was one of my favorite places to go as a kid, and it's sad to say that it is closing. This is the last week, I believe, you can go to Six Flags, and I'm not going to be able to go because I ain't got the bread like that to go. You know, I got bills. I'm going to miss the amusement park. Why? Because of so many memories. But the upkeeping of the place, it wasn't hitting like Hershey Park, was hitting. It wasn't hitting like King's Dominion was hitting. You know what I'm saying? Busch Gardens. All of these other spots are like taken care of in a certain way. Anytime I went to go visit, it looked ran down. I saw a Rita's cart, and the top of the cart was rusted. And then you walk past certain buildings, they're not open. Certain rides are closed or broke down. The Batwing always broke down. That was a rare one to get on, but it was always fun to get on. I'm gonna miss the spot because my first roller coaster was over there, and I think it's called the Mindy Racing. It was in this old-timey looking spot in the park. Like when you go into the park and you go to the left, not the water park, the regular park, when you go to the left and you keep walking, there's like this old-timey park. You just be able to take pictures, dress up in like old gangster costumes and stuff. All that got switched and changed, and they just opened that area back up. And last year when I went, they had a funnel cake spot that was being built. And you mean to tell me it was only in operation for 1 year? Well, one summer, because they decided during the year to close it. But I'm not surprised. A lot of people get into fights, and I understand why they had to close it. I understand why. Because when you read the statement that came out, a worded document just saying, hey, we're closing down because of the people. I mean, the park needed to be updated. I really do feel like if they updated the park, it would be better. If they kept it up to par, like Hershey Park, like Busch Gardens, like King's Dominion, if they kept it up, that thing would be straight, But they didn't. I didn't get a chance to go to the water park at all. Last year when I went, I wasn't able to go to the water park at all. Well, I didn't want to go. I don't like, getting in water. Not ever since I was a child. When I was a child, yeah. Oh, water park, yeah. But nah, man, I ain't getting in no water. I'll get in, roller coaster. That's my thing. The Superman was awesome. Is it called the Wild One? I think it's called the Wild One. That was a dope wooden roller coaster. That roller coaster was dope. Joker's Jinx. I remember being 9. I was 9 years old or something. I was 9. 2008. I was 9. I got to see Boyz II Men there. Wait. And let me stick to the Joker's Jinx. My dad had to talk me into getting on that roller coaster. That roller coaster takes off like, and then it's nothing when you are actually on the ride part. But it takes, if it was like that the whole ride and it was just in this big ball of mess, I probably would have enjoyed it a little bit more. It probably would have been scary. Other than that, when my dad tried to get me to get on that ride, I remember almost hitting my head on the bars trying to run to get back down the steps after seeing it take off. That was a dope experience as a child, just being at that park. But at the same time, there was many fights. Last time I was at the park, I went to go get some funnel cake. Like at the end, like this was October, Fright Fest. I'm going to go get, my funnel cake before I leave out this joint, like a regular tradition. Next thing you know, imagine you walk into the spot and there is a regular line, everything's good, and you're sitting there waiting, and then you're next up in line. You turn around and you look behind you, and there's people running all the way to the entrance. And I'm hearing screaming and all the other stuff, and the whole place just cleared out. There was a line behind me. The whole place was cleared out. The workers still working, making the funnel cake. The line cleared out. I walk out, there's 2 security guards holding this woman while she's cussing up a storm, pushing a baby. And there's a big crowd around her. Then when you look at the front of Six Flags, there is 2 grown men on the ground with security guards surrounding them, and they're tussling. Then you look over to the right, and there's people running out the gate, like, I mean, bum rushing the gate. What is going on? You know what I'm saying? People don't know how to act. Like, when you go out, don't act stupid so that they can close this place down. I believe because of all the fights and things like that happening, the place is closing down. There should be no reason why the place is closing. Because I'm pretty sure don't nobody want to take that 2-hour drive out to Hershey Park unless they really have to, or if they got the bread to do that. Six Flags was just down the street for us, you know? But at the same time, it was down the street. So everybody knows what happened up in there. Fights. All these daggone fights that didn't happen. I was standing in line with my cousin and my little cousin. There was a young MA type chick. She was going off on somebody that cut the line. When they cut the line, I forgot exactly what happened, but they cut the line. She should have kept quiet. She was bragging about, they don't know, I could have brought a gun in here. Like, the way they were acting, like, it was something else in the mix, but she was going off in the line, and everybody around her was like, chill out. Like, we not about that. Like, we just trying to get on the ride, have fun, do something else. But nah, she was going off in the line talking about, man, I could have brought a gun in here, and they don't know. I know the manager of the park. I know the president of the park, whatever it was, the vice president. Like, all I had to do was hand my gun off to somebody in the office, and then when I got through the gate, all I had to do was give it to me. Like, you're stupid for saying that. Yeah, that mess happened. Besides that, one of my favorite rides is the teacups. There's nothing wrong with a classic teacup ride, because me and my brother would spin that joint to the point where we were dizzy. We never threw up on that thing, but dizzy. And when you do it enough and you throw your head back, it feels funny. It feels crazy, but it makes the experience 10 times better. A lot of rides weren't open. Bruh, there's a small little fly in here. I don't know if anybody else seen that joint, but yeah. One thing that I will forever remember, my mother and my whole entire family in the kids part of the Looney Tunes world. There is this big ball pit type of spot where you can shoot cannons at each other. And then you can collect all these balls, and there's like air tubes. Like, I just remember being on one of those levels and shooting at my aunt and throwing stuff at their head, and we stayed in there for a long time. One key thing that I remember, and it doesn't have nothing to do with the park at all, just leaving out and being in the parking lot with my family. We had Michael Jackson, the Thriller album. We blasted that joint in the parking lot, and it was like this big party amongst us. And I think there were some strangers there too. But yeah, I'm going to miss that. You got to understand, at one point, Six Flags was the spot. Being there and you earn a basketball with Tweety Bird on it and Sylvester, or carrying around one of those big giant stuffed animals, I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss that spot being down the street. I'm hoping somebody fix it up, turn it into a new park. I really don't want this place to be a deserted spot. It's not zoned for housing, so I don't know what they're going to put there. But yeah, RIP Six Flags. Oh yeah, Firebird was a dope coaster. My go-to was Superman, Fire. The super. Wait. I'm about to end the video, and I'm not even talking. I didn't even talk about the Superman. The dopest coaster in the dark. I love riding Superman in the dark. Hits way different at night. Superman, the Mighty Racer, any roller coaster at night hits way different. Me and my cousin had a little tradition about getting Snickers ice cream and Twix ice cream from the little gift shop, and then waiting in that long line. It was all worth it. That stuff was delicious. Wild One, that was dope. We just kept getting on that ride back to back. The Wild One, Mighty Racer, Superman, and Firebird. Only those 4 coasters. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, plenty more to come. I'm just starting. I can't wait to see where I'm at a year from now. Like, one step at a time. Subscribe.